What's up? I want to give a shout out to London, England, because I like what I saw today with the anti-Trump protest with that big gold diaper, and when they call him a racist and a fascist, right on to them. I want to give across the pond acknowledgement the fact that they know what time it is, and it's like he's an embarrassment. When I see what's up with him and what he's trying to do with NATO and his whole being the strings of Putin, being pulled by Putin. That's his pimp, Big Daddy. So you know what's up. So I think the fact that it's great to see them out there protesting, and then we should happen more here stateside because it's an embarrassment. Everybody knows about the genocide that was being forced upon the legalities of how someone's trying to use their power to try to act like they Hitler Jr. and whatnot. And so when they call them a racist and a fascist, I'm like, right on. I mean, duh. I mean, it's like what it is. I mean, there's no other way around it. You can't create it enough to say what's going on. And there's nothing good that's coming out of the divide to conquer. It's just another form of the media manipulation that he uses so well to try to scare people. And they're great to see that a country, at least the citizens that are taking part over in London, aren't having it because they can read through his BS. They know that he ain't about nothing, and it's an embarrassment and an indictment on every place. And he has not shown. He's been consistent. He's been consistent with his hate. He's been consistent with how he uses his so-called power to bully and think he can infiltrate and talk double talk. But he's just a businessman in disguise, just another racist white bigot guy who's using a platform to hide what's up, and that's just a fact, because the facts he's coming out about what he's about, and it really says volumes that even Queen Elizabeth won't even have tea and sandwiches with that turkey. She'd rather probably be off anywhere. Most people that are dignified don't want to be excuse me, they don't want to be seen with that turkey. I mean, it's embarrassment, but then again, that's what happens when people who are racist will get that push from people who think like it will look like they do and think like they do, because ain't no good known person gonna dignify the garbage that he spews. And if you think other countries and places ain't hip to it, you're lying to yourself. There's a reason why they're taking a hardline protest. They don't want him there, and he shouldn't even be able to come back here. But like I said before, there's a lot of his ilk here who like to scare black people in particular, and they can't help themselves because they think that they own everything, they want to run everything. And when you ask them, why are you still allowing mental slavery and intimidation to still be a part of what's happening, they got no answer for it, because they think it's inherited. It's like an entitlement. The poor little Richie Rich kid who never grew up and never saw beyond his own shadow in his mirror. So that is an ugly reflection. That's a very powerful thing. When I see London in that protest, that's props to London for that, because they don't want his garbage, and he is garbage, and a racist idiot at that. So that's my take on it. Much props to London. Bloody A. Peace, mates.